Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. So, what has replaced smoking as the unhealthy habit? Is it sugar? Is it sitting? Is it vaping? One thing that's probably way up there, and it perhaps tops them all, is stress. So, if you're stressed out, try this. Stay tuned. Hey there, my friend Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, The Power of Possibility, Passion, and Purpose. I want to thank you so much for tuning in here. And in this episode, we're going to talk about great options when you're stressed out or even anxious and what you can do about it. But before I dig into all that great stuff, I want to thank you so much for tuning in, whether this is your first time tuning into Power Blast podcast or you are a regular listener. Thanks so much for being here. If you are a listener and you're listening into your podcast app, please be a friend. Drop in, leave an honest rating and review. That helps others discover this show. And if you're over on YouTube, tuning in to that video version, please be an awesome friend and smash the subscribe button and notifications bell. That way you get notified each time a new show drops. And, it'd be really crazy cool if you hit the like button, dropped in a comment on this episode. I do respond to those, and it helps with the YouTube algorithm, helps others discover this show. So many good things just happen. You absolutely rock, my friend. Thanks so much. So let's talk about stress. I mean, it comes at us in all sorts of places, in all sorts of ways, right? In our work, in our finances, in parenting or grandparenting, in relationships. Also, it can be like a carryover, from the past, like baggage that you're holding on to. Then there's the other things that tend to impact us. Maybe it's outside of our control, but definitely influences us. Think of the pandemic, climate change, politics, mass shootings, things like that. Even things that are high costs in healthcare, things like that. And so I don't know about you, but it always seems like many of us are looking and trying to find ways to manage it, to reduce it, or, gosh, if we could just eliminate it. And then a lot of times, I think many of us don't even realize how much stress we're carrying just because we've got so conditioned and so used to having this stress that it doesn't seem like it's anything. It doesn't seem like this. There's this extra stuff. But I'm going to tell you what, when it comes to, when it's gone, but one of the best ways to combat it, to reduce it, to shrink it, and one of the best remedies is exercise. Now, you knew I was probably going to go that route, but I'm going to tell you what, there's so many cool things that exercise does. And despite, what people may think, it's way more effective than alcohol and binge watching Netflix or eating sugar or junk food all the time or is scrolling through hours of social media. As a matter of fact, you think of social media and you think of the news and think of those things, you probably notice your anxiety goes up during those times if you're paying attention. A lot of times we do things so habitually that we're really not tuned into it that much. But when it comes to stress, working out is my best stress manager. Seriously, if you've had a rough day at work, go and hit the gym or do a power walk or get out there and do some sort of exercising instead of unwinding and sitting and chilling on the couch and binge watching Netflix and cracking open a beer. I mean, that has its place in time and definitely could be a chill sort of moment, but the anxiety and the stress tends to still be there. Now, stress, I mean, that there's good stress and bad stress, right? But it's the way your body reacts to a change that's happened in your life. Usually a lot of times I discover that it's not the actual event itself, but how you interpret the event or react to the event. You start to put meaning to it and interpret it, and that creates this little chemical response in the body. So, and if you don't deal with it, it can be sneaky. Stress can build up if we let it. And many times we don't realize it. So a lot of times, stress, it starts with a thought. It's assessing how we think things are supposed to be, and compare it to what the event was or the thing that's creating the stressor, and then how we feel about it. And then our brains go to work, and starts releasing chemicals, good or bad. And that can bring out the physical change to our bodies and how we feel and what sort of things that are happening, even stuff that we don't feel. Chronic stress, that's super sneaky. I've seen so many people have such stressful, impactful careers that it influences just even their energy and their weight and how they're thinking and how they react. And it just kind of builds over time that it's not like an instant, oh my gosh, I'm under stress and now I'm not under stress. It's just this little build over time. That's why regular exercise can counteract the bad stress. Not only, science, there's a lot of science out there that proves that, right? But I myself have felt that, and my clients have experienced that too. Exercise, it helps our physical health, our emotional, mental, and even spiritual worlds. It kind of spreads out and impacts all of it, doesn't it? So when you're really feeling stressed or anxious about, it could be about work, it could be about a major bill. It could be even getting together with relatives or some people that you want to get together with, or it can even be a bit of news that you've heard. Use exercise to your advantage. It's really kind of cool that it is so simple, but it's not like it's masking the symptoms like alcohol or binge watching or scrolling social media. It has a really positive impact that not only helps reduce that, but it empowers you for so many other things. So, take advantage of spinning classes or swimming or jump roping or weightlifting, boot camp, even punching a bag or kickboxing, running or power walking. There's so many cool options, and you'll feel the release of that stress and the benefit of having the good chemicals released from the brain, those things called endorphins. And another few easy things that I think are really, really powerful to do. So, there's my pitch for exercise. Not only to get in shape and do all those great benefits of, hey, I'm going to have my clothing fit better again and I'm going to look great and fantastic, but you're going to feel great, reduce the stress, and you'll have so many other empowering things happen in your life. Now, here's a few other tips that you may want to add into your arsenal. Deep breathing exercises. Super simple to do. 2 to 3 minutes. And one of my favorites is a 4-7-8 breathing style, where you breathe into a count of 4, hold for a count of 7, and then release out for a count of 8. And do like 2 or 3 cycles of that. That can be really, really powerful and really relaxing. If you can, meditate, practice gratitude, keep a journal. You make use of your bath, use scented candles, things like that. All of those can really be great assets in your arsenal to fight stress. And when your stress is managed, you're going to find that you're happier. You have more energy. Maybe the weight starts to drop. You digest food better. You think more clearly. You become more productive. You fight the inflammation and the bloating, and heck, you even sleep better. That is pretty cool and a pretty good, a lot of great benefits that come just from exercise and some of the tips that I've done here today. And just know that you are in control when it comes to stress. It's keeping things simple, taking action on your exercise no matter what, and just keep going. This is a lifelong journey, and you deserve to feel happy, healthy, and fulfilled. So be persistent to reach your goals by progressing through all circumstances and choose to give up on those excuses and the alibis and the habits, the knee-jerk reactions to saying, oh, I'm stressed, I need to hit the couch, I need to relax, I need to binge eat, I need to binge watch, whatever it is. It's choosing to bring in exercise. It's choosing to find new ways, to look at possibilities, to learn, to grow, to keep moving forward. Because when you start getting those little wins, those are going to add up more and more, right? Consistency, that's going to be your friend. Just keep challenging yourself. So I'd love to hear your top takeaway from today. Drop me a line on social, Perry at Put Yourself, or you can come over to my email, Perry at PutYourselfFirst.com. Drop in the comments or even drop in the subject line the word game plan, and I will reach out and help you with a drop 30 pounds in 90 days game plan. And in that, I help you audit your current health and fitness and help you craft the perfect plan so you can create momentum and reach your goals even faster. I love helping people remove the obstacles and the barriers that often get in the way of reaching your health and fitness goals. And if you'd like more motivation, support, tips, strategies, then join my Upside Down Fitness community. We're a fun group of people. We're all striving to just to create healthier habits in this awesome chapter of life. And I drop in there and do 52 weeks of free coaching in there. Plus, I give you resources and guides. So those are all yours. I promise you'll absolutely love it. Just head over to UpsideDownFit.com. You'll get all the details there. That's all I have for this week. No more stress. No more stress. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Please share if you got value and you know of somebody that could benefit. And also subscribe and leave an honest rating and review in your podcast app to help others discover the show. And if you're over on YouTube catching the video version, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and notifications bell. That way you get alerts each time a new show drops. You absolutely rock, my friend. That's all I have for this week. And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.